Muse, Cantor Fitzgerald, Senior Managing Director, joins us now. He has a buy rating on ASML, price target of $1,320. And says, despite geopolitical risks, focus on growth. All right, well, let's start off with the geopolitical risks, if we can, CJ. What do you make of it? Both, the former president's comments about Taiwan and perhaps more importantly, what may be coming moves from the Biden administration to even try and tighten up these restrictions on China getting a hold of high-end chips.
Yeah, good morning. I think, the potential for more restrictions is real, but I would highlight that, we've already limited EUV, unavailable to China, and ASML, currently cannot service 5 different factories in China. And so the intent is really to limit China's ability to build leading edge semiconductors. And I think that the efforts the Department of Commerce, the BIS, have put through have done that. But clearly when you saw that 7 nanometer chip come out of Huawei in China, that led to the red flag. And so, I think there are considerations. It is bipartisan in D.C., but I would, suggest that we've already done enough on that front. So I think, the pullback in stocks, particularly ASML, is overdone.
Yeah, well, there it is, down 10%. I mean, again, in terms of the actual numbers reported by the company, generally positive, correct?
Yeah, I think that there was wide debate whether their bookings would come in at the kind of $4 billion level or upwards of $6 billion as we forecasted, and they came in, right around 5.5. So that was definitely good enough. And I would definitely highlight, when TSMC reports this evening, I think it's going to be a strong report, and it's really going to highlight that today it's led by AI, and, we are starting to see kind of a return to seasonal trends in some of the other markets like smartphones, PCs, enterprise servers. And so I don't see any real change statement, to our, the outlook for very strong growth for ASML next year, which, again, they reiterated on their call this morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious, though, in the difference in your perspective in terms of the effectiveness on the bans that have been in place versus what may be some frustration on the part of the administration. Where does that play in? Why are you seeing it as successful and perhaps others seeing it as not so successful?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'd say that the fact that Huawei was able to build a 7 nanometer chip, is alarming, disturbing relative to, the aims and goals of the administration. And that, I think, has led to potentially a vision of putting more restrictions on ASML and their competitor Nikon, and not allow immersion tool shipments to China. But, if you recall, the Department of Commerce put regulations on 16 nanometer and below for logic, not on 28 nanometer. And if you were to put a full embargo on, select immersion tools from ASML, that would basically, prohibit China from building even 28 nanometer chips. And I don't think that's their goal. So I think, not allowing servicing tools at specific factories in China, will serve its purpose. I think not allowing EUV tools into China will serve its purpose. And so, in my view, that's enough. But, to your point, this is, one of the areas in D.C. where both parties agree. And so, could we go overboard? For sure. I think that's what the market is reacting to today.